Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
다양한 언어를 제공합니다. 다음을 참고하세요. suprememastertv.com/schedule.
How did the Arabian people create impressive architectural spaces that adapt to extreme weather conditions, provide safety and comfort for living, as well as tranquility for praying? Saudi Arabian Architecture Part 1 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Choose vegan so that you've no enemies, only friends.
When you meet people of Mandinka, ethnic origin in the Republic of the Gambia, you can delight them by saying, Ibenyadi, that means, how are you, in Mandinka, one of the principal languages in the country. I'm Musa. To treat others as well as oneself would like to be treated is an inherent heavenly quality within ourselves. The citizens of Gambia are happy that you display this attribute. May God bless you always. Welcome to our show, Saudi Arabian Architecture, Part 1 of 2. Visitors who come to Saudi Arabia are often fascinated by the incredibly diverse architectural landscape. These include the traditional rustic mud houses to grand mosques representing the Islamic faith, along with magnificent modern skyscrapers. We look forward to exploring how these architectural styles initiated, how they look today, and how the architectural landscape of this region might look in the future. The extremely harsh climate of Saudi Arabia varies from region to region. In the Hijaz, or the western region, the climate is hot and humid and experiences strong prevailing winds sweeping in from the Red Sea. The Najd, or central region, is known for its hot and dry desert climate with large temperature changes between day and night. The eastern province, along the Persian Gulf, has high humidity and is extremely hot and dry, especially in the summer months. The Asir region is a high mountainous province in the southwest, and summers here are extremely dry, while winters experience relatively high rainfall. Because of the immense diversity of weather conditions, nature imposes tough criteria for the architect when it comes to designing buildings. The Arabian people manage these challenging weather conditions by blending traditional and modern techniques to create safe, comfortable, and impressive architectural spaces. One of the oldest building materials known to humans in the Arabian Peninsula that has been used for thousands of years is mud. This is perhaps the most environmentally sustainable material to use for construction, as it truly shows the ability of how people adapt to their surroundings. Traditionally, mud houses were constructed using stone, clay, and timber designed in different shapes. Stones were drenched in clay and then placed into a rectangular stone frame. The frames were left for 1 day to dry in the summer and 2 to 3 days in winter. Once the walls were completed, lime was used to create an elegant appearance. This was added to the lower surfaces and on pillars to add firmness, while the roof was made from timber, palm trunks, and leaves. Buildings could be made as high as 8 or 9 stories using this construction method. Today, if you were to travel to the city of Hail, you can still see well-preserved houses and other buildings using this architectural style. Many of the houses date as far back as 1500 AD and have been maintained and restored over time. While mud is the primary building material, secondary materials include tree trunks and palm tree fronds. As of 2011, around 230 ancient mud houses could be found in Najran, a southwestern Arabian city near the border with Yemen. The Emerald Palace, which is located in the center of the city, was built on the site of an ancient well in 1944. This covers an area of 625 square meters and has 65 rooms as well as a mosque. The palace is constructed entirely from mud with the foundation built from stone. The building takes the shape of a castle with high walls and impressive guard towers at each of its 4 corners. The Al Sandran Palace, located in Al Sandran village, is over 1,800 years old and stands at 7 stories tall. In November 2021, the Saudi Heritage Commission launched a construction training program aimed at preserving the knowledge of mud construction and passing on the techniques to the next generation. The construction style for the typical Saudi Arabian household is mostly influenced by the scorching temperatures during the day, cooler temperatures at night, and the importance of Islamic culture. The thick walls soak up and retain the heat of the morning sun, and at night releases the heat to warm up the interior of the building. In addition to this benefit, the natural colors of the exterior walls reflect the sunlight to lessen heat absorption. Since only natural materials are used to construct the houses, a harmonious connection between the Arabian people and their environment is created. The common structural design used in Arabian homes features an open space for praying, a living room and dining room, and rest areas for both males and females. The most important part of the household is the praying area. Typically, the praying area is on the top floor as an expression of respect to Allah, and is always oriented to face the direction of Mecca. For larger buildings and mosques, the open central courtyard is the largest space of the property, which becomes the prayer area.
Vegan leaders. They rock.
Bright viewers, let's now pause for a moment to hear a brief message. We'll return shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our program, Saudi Arabian Architecture, Part 1 of 2. Both houses and large structural buildings in Saudi Arabia feature many unique, highly decorative elements outside and inside to attract viewers and enhance the mental state for those who enter. Some of these elegant aspects can be found in doors, windows, and columns in the form of an iconism. This term notes that the designs are based on shapes not representing people of the human or animal kingdom, nor the supernatural world. All ornaments have an element of sacred geometry, beautifully rich patterns that can be seen throughout nature, showcasing the Arabian people's deeply religious state of mind. One of the foundational elements seen across Saudi Arabian architecture is the mashrabiyah. This is a wooden screen window enclosed with lattice work, carved with careful detail in a symmetrical fashion, with crisscross patterns to form a grid or weave. The main purpose of this element is to provide a natural ventilation system on the wall of the building while reducing the heat from the sun. It is often seen protruding from the outside wall to increase the cooling effect. The concave space on the inside wall created by this is used to store a water pot, which helps to reduce the heat from the sunlight through evaporation. Not only does it help keep the household cool, but in neighborhoods with narrow sidewalks, it helps to shade pedestrians from the scorching sun. The design of the latticework allows more air to pass from above than below, which increases air circulation and cools the room. The direct sunlight passing through the geometric patterns is diffused, illuminating the space with a soft, gentle light that comforts the mind and enhances the sense of privacy. Because of this intricate lighting effect, the mashrabiyah is favorable to prayer and meditation, and is also one of the main elements in decorating the mosque, a special place to glorify and honor Allah. The appealing design of carpets, pillows, and wall curtains frame the interior to create a harmonizing and welcoming space. The delightful design on both clothing and interior fabrics is also based on the idea of an iconism, which ensures the unity of design within the space and pleases the eye. These sacred, natural geometric forms are placed everywhere, both inside and outside, to emphasize the importance of religious enlightenment. The desire for enlightenment can be seen all around the living space. The interior of the buildings represents the spiritual realm itself, exemplifying how Arabian traditional architecture relates to the Islamic religion. This underlines the ideal that if we harmonize with nature, which is a representation of God as humanity is, then we can enjoy the spiritual space both within and around us. Although Arabian architecture changes over time, a recurring theme is the use of sustainable materials and building methods to connect people with nature. which employs simple solutions to deal with the harsh conditions of extreme weather. How do these ideas of the past inform modern and future architecture? How might it change and adapt? Please join us for the next episode as we explore Arabian architecture in today's world.
It is brilliant. The variety is fantastic. It is the healthiest diet on the planet, and it is growing exponentially. Peter Egan, vegan.
Precious viewers, thank you for your company during our program today. Saudi Arabian Architecture, Part 1 of 2. Please join us again next Wednesday, May 4th for Part 2. Up next is Recharge Your Health with Vitamin C. In the overflowing love of Allah, may people of all races and nationalities be blessed with peace and prosperity.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/CTAW.